You're back with another video. Right, we're going back to the crib again, another day, another opportunity to get back to it, get to the grind, get to it, man. You feel me, man? Just blessed, man, grateful for life in of itself, man. So we're just taking the trip back, same route as what it is. The whole thing with these car vlogs that I'm trying to do is like just document it. Not really sure how that's gonna really just play out altogether outside of fitness, though. Just a little bit of thought that I'm going to be working out with the content that I have here, man. So that's ideally how it's gonna play out, man. It's ideally how it's gonna play. So we're about like 10 minutes out from my end point. And if you're a goal, if you are just struggling in general with finding ways you can go about weight loss and do it in a way where it's easy for you, and where you have to do less towards getting to your goal, is making things as easier as possible, man, to get it done. Because like if you can't manage something so simple as manage your fitness goals and manage everything you do in circulation towards that, I mean, it becomes ruthlessly difficult to see any change, really. The change that lasts a lifetime. You want to really play it out with the long game and realize that in order to get to where you are now, to where you need to be, is being able to take the right direction, the right action steps on a continual and regular basis. That's the most important thing, man. There's no way around it. Like this whole idea that you can just go on fad diets or rely on these supplements that use their own form of marketing and advertising to market to your problems. Like, oh, so this supplement helps you burn fat faster. If you take this pill, you will lose 2 pounds, you will lose 5 pounds down in the next few days, in the next week. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And the fact that you believe that you can lose a couple of pounds by relying on some supplement, if you aren't meeting, like if you're not meeting this halfway, you can't expect to see any kind of results, man. Like you can't put in work and expect to just see results in some way, shape, or form, man. It's not possible. And if you attempt to like rely on these supplements with the expectation that you don't have to do nothing, it's stupid. And you can't really expect anything significant if you're relying on, if you're even thinking in that perspective. The first thing you can do is look at your long-term goals, not look at the short-term goals, long-term things you need to do repetitively over a longer time horizon. If you're looking at anything short-term, it's only to gauge a metric per week, and to transition from looking at 1 pound, which would be a short-term goal in a week, and then look at that goal in the long term. Look at how can you lose 20 pounds and do it in 16 weeks. That would be your long-term goal. That would be it. So you got to look at those things, man, and realize that if you're hoping for some quick metric, some quick result that's going to take away all the pain of having to go to the gym and work out, or you having to do enough cardio to get to where you want to be, and wearing fitted clothes that actually look good, or you just dropping weight on the scale, seeing your abs in the first time ever. It takes a lot of grit, it takes bad consistency, and it takes a desire to make it happen. You can't really expect to go out there and do the bare minimum and rely on something, an ultimatum, to get you to your goals. I've never seen anything so crazy. I've also seen, or rather heard of, people taking this thing called Ozempic, and it's like people are relying on a stimulant or some sort of needle to put into your body to lose weight. How outrageous is that? It's really outrageous, and to me it's disgusting. To me it shows the low level of work ethic that some of these men have in their life, that they're willing to rely on these impertinent and trivial things to help them lose weight or help them achieve X goal faster. It's disgusting, and there is no greater way to go about your life than to have consistency, accountability, and inevitably get to where you need to be. At the end of the day, man, if you don't really have that, or don't know what you need to do to get there, like you gotta be like relentless about that. Like you gotta be consistent. You gotta be mindful about the things you know you need to do in order to make your goals become a reality. Because if you don't, you're not gonna get there, man, and you won't even see any change. This whole idea, man, that like you can just take something, it's crazy to me. And you know, I think this whole sense of delayed gratification in terms of going after a goal and wanting it now, that's the problem. A lot of us want it now, and wanting it now couldn't be any more distracting in of itself, because it's an easy way for you to lose and derail yourself from the goals that you, or the path you are onto that goal. And inevitably in the long term, it's not going to do you any sense of good. Your goals require an innate and consistent sense of direction. It requires dedication. It requires a lot of hard work, a lot of long hours, a lot of long days where you have to go and put in work and do it over and over again, knowing whether or not what you are looking to achieve is going to work. And that's the thing, man. You shouldn't be expected to look at X result and hope, oh, what is one thing that I can do that's going to get me to my goal? Because in reality, you can't be tied into that, man. You got to lean out and lean into process, bro. The process is everything. What you do on an everyday basis. What's your fluid intake like? How much calories are you monitoring? Are you regulating? What does your macros look like? Is it leading more towards protein, which we all know is fuller, which will help you to achieve your weight loss goals, maintain muscle, build muscle? Or is it more so you're leading into you're consuming more fats in a day or every day? That's the problem. And that's why your big back, or rather you have that big stomach, you can't even see no lose. If you're out here trying to do everything and not seeing change in how you look, at the end of the day, man, like, everything has to be in check. If you're not monitoring like what your intake is regularly, and if it's not like it's high protein and it's minimal fat, fairly moderate carbs, what are you doing, bro? And if you're not seeing any results, you can't expect to do what you're doing, the same thing, and hope. Blatantly hoping for a result is crazy to me, bro. It's crazy. If you're out here expecting to achieve tangible, let's not even look at tangible. Let's look at long-lasting results. You can't be out here just winging it, man. If you're like adequately serious about your goals, there's no way you can just wing it. It's no way it's gonna happen. It's not possible, because anything you do in life has to have intent. Like, I'm more careful about how I approach social media now, because I can't just randomly throw a post up and you know, just hope it does well. I can't do that. I have to actually have intent behind what I'm doing, what I'm posting it. You know, does it relate to the people I want to serve? Does it actually provide insight or step-by-step, you know, frameworks on how someone can improve their life through weight loss? If not, then I can't post it. So if you're looking to improve your fitness journey, and you're looking to find a way where you can see change in your life, it starts with looking at what you're doing and finding a way to go about the process to where everything becomes easy to follow. What are the steps you need to take to make it become a reality? I think for me, it's all about managing my intake, managing a surplus, and doing it in a way where it's just easy for me, so weight loss doesn't have to become a problem. Weight loss is a problem for most people for a lot of reasons, and it gets to the point where it's like, yo, if there's nothing you're doing on a regular basis and you don't have any idea on how to regulate these things, get a plan. Like, hop on a system, bro. Get accountable. Do something. Work out with a gym buddy or something, because accountability is a direct correlation between you seeing results and how you look, between you not getting anywhere. If you want to get somewhere, you'll take heed, you'll get accountable, and do everything in your power possible to move in the direction that you know you are meant to move in order to see results that last, results that you would genuinely be proud of. That's all it takes to see results in your fitness endeavor. That's it for this car vlog. That is it. That is all. Go follow, go subscribe down to this page below for more weekly videos to get you to a calorie deficit and tone up in the next 16 weeks.